Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode on the Super Happy Friends server. This is actually the last episode on this server because we're doing an all-out reset tomorrow. And I've come to this place because this place is also kind of where the season began. I had a house planned over there behind the mountains, but then that plot got chosen for the mall. So the next day I moved here. I walked this path all the way to the birch forest. Over there is my inn. And I found this guy. And he has been here ever since. This guy, every time I flew to the mall when I had Elytra and stuff, this guy had always been here. This is great. Oh no! Come on. I was just... Okay. Okay, if the monsters want to leave me alone, then that would be fantastic. I'm so glad that he got to survive and still is here. It's great memories of those times. Yeah, more than a year ago, of course. My inn is over there, and I will show you when we get there. And there we can see it. My inn at the lakeside. And as someone is walking around invisible with a golden notch apple. Where did he go? There's a menace somewhere. Well, here's my, here's my little starter house. I've dug this hole at the very start of the season. I've never moved out. And I need some food. Thank you. And these are my dogs. I need to pet them goodbye. Benny, Bobby, and Billy, of course. Here's the house I made for Day. Fantastic. Here's Hans. Yes, this is my egg. No punching. And this is my very first diamond hoe. This is my first diamond. This was my present for my birthday. Yeah, stuff like that. And I also collected my heads here, as you can see. And here is the inn. The Emerald Eyrie. Now there's a trident walking over there. The Emerald Eyrie, here it is. I'm so glad this got finished. It was way too big of a project for me. The Emerald Eyrie, of course, famous for its famous bird and breakfast. Here we have some clientele. There's the innkeeper over there. And here is some people. Me and JC are holding a feast here. And here is the witch. Here I made all these rooms. They all have a color theme. So this is blue, the corner flower room. Because it's in the corner, of course. What have we more? We have also a second floor. This is the attic. Here we have the love room. This is the two-person suite. And here we have the bunkhouse. The bunkhouse for the really poor people. This is only 1 dirt per night. You pay for this house, for it to sleep here. While the other ones are a bit more expensive. So yeah, that's the inn I made. I'm so glad I found a very good balance between looking good on the outside and also having room for an actual functional interior. So another fun fact, of course, is when they pranked my base, put beds everywhere. I of course repurposed those beds to use as the beds in my inn. And I also used those beds to go mining in the nether, and I used those beds to blow up the ender dragon, stuff like that. I did very silly things with those beds to make sure I turned a profit out of the prank that they pulled on me. But I have still quite a lot of beds left.
Hey Laura, these good beds?
They're good beds.
Ain't nothing bad ever happened on it.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here at the Campana corner of the Crossroads Mall, and here is the Orange Wing, and this is where Campana Trade Federation operate all their stores. And we're here with a special guest, Satara. Hey, I've asked him to be here because I of course made at the very start of the season I made this shop, Orchestrator. I don't think anyone got the pun. I will explain it now. It's Ore Chest Raider. Very good pun. I don't think anyone got that. But this was my music themed shop. It's supposed to look like some kind of theater. And here we had some note blocks because I really like note blocks and I wanted people to hire me to make note block systems. Here we have the Hallelujah from Handel. Hallelujah, hallelujah, da, 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 da. Yes, something like that. And we have the Elizabeth Tower, the Big Bang. And of course the 4 chords. So yeah, those were little examples, and I wrote this entire book describing how to order a system, stuff like that. And I was really looking forward to working with everyone, building systems for their houses, their doorbells, stuff like that. But I ever only got in this chest. There never ended up being any written books. I only ever got one order via Discord from Satara over here. Wave. And yeah, a bit sad for a shop that's been open for more than a year, of course. But to make it even more sad, yeah, Satara ordered me to make, what was it? Adventure Capitalist, right? The theme song? I designed it in a creative world, but then I never got around to actually building it. Can I build you the system next season, or won't you be returning then either? Of course. Okay, I can. Oh, that's great, because I'm really proud of it. I will put in a little clip so people who are watching can also see what I designed. It was quite an intricate system, but it was all luckily very rhythmic, so very possible in Minecraft node blocks. But I made this all in secret, and it was finished on the 1st of October. But this is Halloween. This is Halloween, everybody come and scream. It's actually supposed to end like trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die of fright, but that was a bit hard to do in node blocks. Didn't really feel like doing that. Yeah, so this machine up here, it counted slime balls. Here you can see it counted slime balls to see how far the durability of the hoe was, and then if it was done, this block would push over it, and you couldn't hoe the ground again. So that you could AFK and make a hoe with exactly one durability, not break it, because I needed to sell them. Then I had later I started selling fully enchanted netherite hoes, but it was a bit harder to make a profit out of it. And here's of course the coffee shop Place to Blaze, where I sold shrooms and stuff like that. This one actually got very booming business after the update. You see, there's even diamonds in here right now. Because there was of course way more shroom themed stuff that I could sell. So yeah. Actually, when I started building this, it was quite a fun challenge because it had to fit in a 14 by 14, 16 by 16 with the path around it. And I already had the idea before the season started, and that decision was made. People wanted to make the shopping area a bit more structured and leave room for everyone to make shops. But I already decided what I wanted to do. I already wanted to do some kind of like this for a long while. So it was quite a fun challenge actually, designing it in a creative world so it would fit in that one, in that 14 by 14, even though still looking like it's supposed to look like a Dutch channel house, like you see in Amsterdam. You are too rich, okay? Too rich. Wanna head to the gaming district? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I wanted to make the gaming district. You've probably already seen it. I wanted to make it look like Las Vegas, like it was a gambling district as well. So I wanted to build it in the desert, but the desert was a bit too small. So we decided to move the desert to this very big plains biome over here on the other side of the server. So yeah, we made this like the scenery, and I made a very big Las Veggies sign. Yeah, over there is Block Bingo, of course. The massive multiplayer game I made, where everybody could just like, this is their bingo card, and if the block would come up through the randomizer, they could use the glass to check them off. I had a really fun game of this with like, I think 10 participants or something like that. This is Bell Striker, and if you're counting diamonds, then I thought we should at least visit here, because this was my most profitable minigame. And I think, yeah, there is there is about 2 stacks in here still. The prices are gone. That's why this lamp is off. It's a strongman game, so you have to jump on the golden weighted pressure plate as hard as you can, and then depending on how well you jump, a number of lamps will go on. Okay, so now it's reset. So you throw a button on the yellow, you throw a diamond on the yellow carpet, A diamond, not a diamond block. On the yellow carpet here. Yes, and then you jump on the pressure plate. Like that. And if you wanna, and if you get all the way to the top and ring the bell, then you win. Do you want to know the secret? It's a randomizer. You can't detect something like how hard someone jumps in Minecraft. It's just a randomizer, just a 1 in 16 chance that you get a diamond block. And because a diamond block is 9 diamonds, I turn a profit. People have just spent all their diamonds on this, you know? You haven't paid yet! You should pay first! Did you? Okay, you set your spawn there. That's why I put the bed there, because people kept doing that. So what we have here is... this is just the input. So you have the synchronal. This is the first thing you hear. And then you have the check here. If you actually put in a diamond, that's over here. That's this impulse filter. And that goes into, with a monostable circuit, it goes into this randomizer. So you have a 1 in 16 randomizer. That's this. It uses all these wooden hose and dirts. Each of these is like a bit. So it's either on or off. A hoe is on and a dirt is off. All in a chance 1 in 2. And then you have these ovens. They decide the signal strength, and then you add over here. You add the signal strength together to get the right signal strength. So here we start with 16, and then we subtract this, and then we subtract this, then we subtract this, then we subtract this, then we subtract this, and we end with 0. And dependent of how many of these pistons fire, you get a certain signal strength over here that get carried all the way up into this big decoder that is actually turned horizontal. That's what decides when the lamps go on. All the repeaters over there are just to make the lamps all go on one after one another. Because I wanted the system and not the all on or all off. And then, of course, if you win, the dropper is just at the top. So if the signal reaches all the way to the top, you win. The bell goes off and the thing gets dropped. If all the prizes are gone, then there is a cauldron somewhere here that gets pushed up. Get here, this cauldron that gets pushed down if all the prizes are gone, and that's how I travel how signal travels down. And then the game will stop. It will no longer accept any diamonds until I press this button again to reset it after I've manually refilled it. That's just the input. And the input goes into there it gets checked, and then it ends up in this barrel. You have thrown in even more in the meantime. Anti-materialism, something like that. We're not going to need that. And shout out to all the great people who also made great builds here. This one is Mal's. Mal, the maze over there is also Mal. The shooting gallery over there is also Mal. Mostly shout out to Mal, but there's also some other little things around here. Really nice. And here, through the portal, is of course the Republic of Campana Trade Federation, the island of Campana, the Republic of Bells, the only republic with a monarch. You know the jokes about them. And here it is. I didn't build this. This is all JC, but it looks fantastic. Here at the big birch tree. Behind you. I see you just... Yeah, here. I'm not invisible. Here at the birch tree, there's the water drop down. But here, below the catacombs of Campana, there is a very special place. Only I know about. JC has had her suspicions for a while, but she never really managed to find it. This is of course behind the scenes. People are not supposed to see this. This is only maintenance area, stuff like that. We built this entire, well, JC did actually all of the work, but I kind of helped sometimes. We built this entire landscape above here. So this was the original island, and then we went here and just built more terrain over it. And what I was looking for is exactly down here. Here. If I just dig straight this way, eventually we'll run into him. Here it is. The place JC never knew about. On her own island. This is of course Toulouse Bailey's comfy bed chamber. Please be quiet. And he is asleep at the moment. But this is my best friend. He sells diamond hose and bells. What else do I need? I'm going to miss him so much. I moved him. He has multiple secret rooms, and I kept moving him. Eventually, I stopped doing it. And I never wanted JC to find out where he lived. This is his bed chamber, but also had a bath chamber for him made and a study, stuff like that, all in this kind of style. Of course, the Lorax is hanging here. Yeah, so that's Toulouse Baelish, my source of diamond hose. Back in 1.15 when my business model was still viable. And here is another thing that I made, which I wanted to make for a while now. It's down here. It's the auto brewer. We're out of rabbit's food. The auto brewer of Campana. It can brew any potion. You just press the ingredient here, and then it gets put in here. I think everything is still in order. Yeah, so we can just like press here. I want to make a potion of night vision, but I want it to be inverted, so it will be an invisibility potion, and I want to extend the duration. And then all the ingredients will end up here. First they put in a nether wart, and then they put, after this has been cooked, this has been potionized, they will put in the golden carrot. Yes, the golden carrot, and then they will put in the spider eye, and then they'll put in the redstone, and then when it's done, you can just flush it, and all the potions end up here. And as you can see, potions of invisibility, invisibility. I can talk English, posh as well. Then you flush them, and they end up here. Cheers! Yeah, I think that's everything I built on this server, if it comes down to it. Except for the netherite hoe, we couldn't find it in the nether. That's actually why I lost all my stuff. Cetera and I tried to find my hoe in the nether, but it was nowhere to be found. And then I died in the lava. So that's it. That's the last episode of season 2. I will of course be back for season 2.5, the little in-between thing we have planned before 1.17 drops. I am here at Spawn. This is a very cool place of the server as well, and I thought this would be an appropriate place to end this season, because of course Spawn is also where you start. I have put all my stuff here in apartment D at the 2nd floor, so anyone who has access to the download can use all my stuff if you want. It's just also for myself that after I spawn in, I can get access to my stuff if I ever need it. So yeah, here in this big pavilion where you spawn, where the rule book is, there's Cetera again. This is a gorgeous place. There's the iron farm. All these like dystopian future kind of buildings. This is a good place to say goodbye.